So Seereax has made a tier list for Dragon Ball Xenoverse when he actually was going to do a video on it, but it was too long for him. So I thought, hey, you know, why don't I rate his tier list on Xenoverse? This will obviously be my first time reacting to the tier list. And if you guys want to see the full tier list, again, link to his Twitter in the description. Also link to his channel in the description. Honestly, awesome content creator. Everyone should check him out whenever they can. But I will do my best to rate his tier list, see how it fares up to my opinion of the game. And again, you guys let me know as we go through the tier list together. Leave a comment down below as what you think could change in his tier list. Do you think some characters should be higher? Do you think some characters could be lower? Do you think he's right, or do you think I'm wrong? Either way, leave a like if you agree with any of the character positions and subscribe for more content. And without further ado, let's get on with the show. Now, I will start by saying netcode verse is mean as hell, but also very accurate for these characters. Android 13 ranges from being kind of decent to just unplayable if the game is lagging because his combos lose the ability to work. The same thing with Evolution Blue Vegeta. He does have one combo set, but this still does work, like even in lag. But the issue is that you can be very open when you do that combo, so it's also kind of risky. And to even count time, yeah, she's just really kind of like bad. Her combos will like literally just not function at all. Just like 13s if it's lagging, even just a slightly bit too much. So yeah, it's really hard to place them in tier lists. But if I was being fair, I would place Vegeta in probably B tier. No, B tier is not right because he does do a lot of damage. Vegeta does hurt really badly. If his combos work, this guy would be an actual menace. So I'm gonna go as far as to put him in A tier if it worked. But for the other two, I genuinely don't have any idea. Now, needless to say, when we're talking about trash characters, they are obviously in trash tier. And Cybermen and Apul, I believe Apul, Frieza soldiers in general, right, also actually take bonus damage. So they're just not usable. They do like no damage. I think I've made one video on a Cyberman, but never on a Frieza soldier. So yeah, they belong in trash tier. That's completely accurate. Raspberry is the only character in D tier, and honestly, yeah, because he doesn't compare to the people in C tier, but he's better than trash. And the reason why is because the Super Soul actually does give him quite a good amount of like a damage boost. And he has one specific move called Energy Rifle or Beam Rifle or something, which is unique to only him, by the way. And that move can be fired 3 times back to back and actually does a lot of damage. I'm not kidding. Go on the game, boot up a match with your custom character and Raspberry, and just use Beam Rifle. Just press it until 3 blasts come out, and you'll see that they all combo together and do pretty good damage. But he cannot stamina break, and the attack animations, just like Apul's, are really slow. Again, his attack animations are faster than Apul's, but they're still slow. So that kind of doesn't help Raspberry at all. But again, he is better than trash. All right, going over C tier again, I look at it and I feel like some of these characters should be higher. Like Janemba could definitely be higher, but the issue is that we are talking about regular Janemba, not custom Janemba. But yes, the characters in C tier are Cell Jr., Kaba, Nappa, Guldo, Dodoria, Jaice, Teen Gohan, Recoome. Oh, Teen Gohan, huh? Recoome, Lord Slug, Kid Trunks, and Goten, Kuririn, Janemba, Super 17, and Bojack. Now, I would say Bojack might count as a B tier because he can. This is a character I hate, by the way. I just don't play him. Like, I just hate him. I hate Bojack as a character, not in the game. I would say he could scrape into B tier, but everyone else I think kind of deserves their C tier spot. Some characters like Teen Gohan and Lord Slug, I might actually feel like putting in D tier because I feel like they are actually just that bad. Lord Slug, even with a custom, it can hardly be saved. But I would say this is pretty accurate. Kaba is such a disappointment, man. He's a DLC character too. You have to pay money for Kaba. But Nappa can be quite good. Nappa can actually go up to B tier with custom partner. When Janemba gets a custom, he goes up to like, I would say, pretty like high A or like mid A. But everyone else does their thing. Cell Jr. is pretty weak. Kaba's weak and slow. Nappa's just kind of slow, but his damage can be high. Guldo has one grab exploit, but that doesn't mean he's a good character. The rest of him sucks. Doria's pretty bad. Jaice is also pretty bad. Teen Gohan is an abomination. He's too slow. His damage isn't high enough. He just kind of sucks. Recoome is just okay. Lord Slug is terrible. Both the kids are, you know, they're kids. They have no range. They're kind of bad. Yeah, what do you expect? Krillin has Orin combo, which is really good and helps him out, but that's still just C tier material. And Janemba, my god, Janemba. When he's a custom, he's so high tier, I promise you. But let's stop talking about that. He's C tier. In reality, Janemba is C tier. His damage is very, very, very low, and his supers suck. So without being a custom, he is just C tier. Super 17 is a very unfortunate case. He has very few super attacks, like ones that actually like hurt you or are good or even have any synergy with him. and his combos also do like no damage. Shocking Death Ball is also a terrible ultimate, so that drags him all the way down. And I would say Bojack's basic attack is honestly pretty high, and his supers have really good synergy. He can even combo his ultimate super easily as well. I would put Bojack probably in B, because there are some characters in B that I think he's just outright better than. But I would put Bojack in probably low B, because again, I barely play him, but this is a character who can put in work, so I'd put him in B. Okay, and now we're on B tier. You can see how many characters in B tier, which reminds you again how many damn characters are in this game. I'm going to try and make this really quick, because I don't want this video to be an hour, and I feel like just B tier could get me talking for an hour. So, without further ado, let's just talk about Kid Gohan. Kid Gohan's just okay. He actually does have some semblance of attack range while having a lot of really good supers like Evil Rise and Evil Ray Strike. Misenko's also really good, but B tier is what I'm going to call okay at best. And he's one of those characters who's slightly more than okay. So B tier. First from Frieza, he's kind of plays a lot like Final Form Frieza, except slightly faster. He has really similar supers, so there's not much to say. He's also B tier at best. Android 21 is pretty damn good. I would say her damage is really high. Her damage compares with like a lot of A tier characters, but she does have a lot of other weaknesses to her too. So she gets to be B tier. Probably one of the only female characters in the game with range though, so that's kind of surprising. It's still B tier, okay at best. Yamcha is a character who I consider to be quite a threat sometimes, especially when he's a custom. I'm not sure if this is taking all of the customs into account again, so we'll just say Yamcha is okay at best. His back is completely invincible, from what I recall, and he also has Kamehameha and like Wolfang Fist. He has a lot of good supers, so he can be a legit threat, but he's usually just okay, so B tier. Berta, despite being one of the fastest in the universe, is one of the slowest at dealing damage in the whole game. I feel like his attack damage is really shockingly low. The only reason why he even makes it into B tier is probably because his attack animations are so damn fast, he'll out-prioritize you, and because he can combo supers really well. So, yeah, he's just B tier, okay at best. Dispo is a character who should be A tier, but they gave him the terrible vanishing attack, which screws him over, and Supersonic mode barely helps him either, since it just drinks his stamina away. And if you get comboed while you're in Supersonic mode, you're basically dead. Even though Dispo has a lot of stamina, he's not a good character. Which is funny, because his supers are amazing. Justice Blade basically forces you to use an evasive, because he will use Circle Flash, and Circle Flash is just outright one of the best ultimates in the game. He also has Justice Kick, which combos into Justice Crush, and both of those do a mutant mountain amount of damage. But he's still just a B tier character because they ruined how he attacks people in general. Remove the Vanish attack, and I promise you Dispo becomes an A tier and possibly even S tier character. So, but unfortunately with the way they designed him, he's okay at best. Tien, he's just alright. He has Tri-Beam, that's his main thing going on. I think his damage was really high with his basic attack, but I don't remember because no one picks him and I don't pick him either. So, yeah, Tien is just alright. Ginyu is a character that obviously his tier depends on how well you can play him. Because I think Ginyu actually is pretty good, and he has a lot of really like annoying area denial moves like Milky Cannon, which help him out a bunch too. I'm pretty sure he's also a custom partner, which accelerates his gameplay by quite a bit. But obviously, if you land one body change, you might end up just having an S tier character, because obviously you can just take someone who's way more OP, or put someone in a dying body. So you could say Ginyu is partially S tier if you can land a crazy body change, but he is really just okay. Both the Trunks is GT and Future Trunks. GT Trunks is okay. I feel like he's kind of bad sometimes, even with the funny meme dancing power. But regular Future Trunks is also just fine, I guess. He can do a lot of damage at the end of his combos, but I feel like a lot of his ability excels from spamming supers, wherever he's spamming Shining Slash in the middle of, at the end of a combo to extend his damage, or he's spamming Burning Attack, because Burning Attack is his meta now. He can do a lot of damage, but they're both just okay. Raditz, he's one of the rare basic attack mutants in the game, and if you make Raditz a custom partner, he's one of the heaviest hitters in the game too. It's really easy for him to do as well, because his best combos is heavy, light, heavy, which also happens really quickly, and you can use Saturday Crash to extend the stun and the damage of the combo, which gets really absurd. He also has Weekend, and that synergizes with a Super Soul that makes him even more. Okay, look, Raditz has the potential to be A tier. I would say Raditz probably goes into A tier if you make him a custom partner, but as his own, he probably earns that B tier. Great Saiyan Man 1 and 2. Well, 2 being Videl, so I guess we'll start with her. I don't believe she has Eagle Kick, so she deserves to be in B tier, because she still has Videl's good moveset. But I don't think she has Eagle Kick, so that's 100% B tier. Great Saiyan Man, though, I do believe he had Ki Blast Cannon, because I remember he says, "Go!" when he does it. And he's also just Gohan, by the way, so his moveset's also amazing. I'd probably say Great Saiyan Man can be in A tier, just because he has Ki Blast Cannon and Gohan's moveset. But I think he also has Meteor Strike, too, which is God tier. It's either Meteor Strike or Meteor Blow. But he has 2 good moves right there, while also having a really good moveset. So I would say Great Saiyaman could actually be an A tier character. But, you know, I guess he's just okay sometimes. Maybe his stats were terrible. I don't remember. Dabura, in my opinion, should be C tier. He's somewhat fast a little bit, sometimes maybe, but his damage is so low, it's actually pathetic. I can't think of a character who does less damage than Dabura in the game. There probably is one, but right now Dabura is the one that's in the front of my mind when it comes to characters who just don't do any damage. His supers don't even benefit him that much. Like, Stone Spit is god tier on custom characters, but it's just terrible on him. It doesn't do anything for him. Evil Blast is really easy to evade. Dabura is not B tier in my opinion. He should be a C tier character. Nova Shenron and Ice Shenron. I would say Nova Shenron should also be in C tier. His super attacks are extremely situational, and they aren't even that crazy when they actually do go off. Maybe burst attack is, but most of the time, usually the person can drop out of it before they take full damage, so it's not that great. And his ultimate sucks, so I would put Nova Shenron in B tier. But maybe I would put Ice in A tier, because Ice has Ice Claw, Ice Beam, and Ice Field. All 3 good moves that stun the person. And he can always follow up with a grab or like another combo. And both the Shadow Dragons have a really annoying like heavy combo where they stun you at the end of it, which lets them do even more damage. Yeah, I would say Ice has enough tools to be A tier, but Nova should be C tier, which is very funny. Videl is up next, and I mean, it's Videl. She has Eagle Kick, so I would probably put her in A tier. She still has a really good moveset and Eagle Kick, so to me, that's A tier material. But again, I don't remember if her stats were bad. I don't remember if she had 6 bars of stamina or not. The 6 bar stamina curse is really bad. Here's a good example. Nova Shenron has also really bad stamina, so he deserves that C tier 100%. So yeah, I don't remember Videl stats too well, but Eagle Kick plus a good moveset, that should be A tier material in my book. But again, she probably has really bad stats to be. Mira's okay. He does a lot of damage in certain combos, and even has the really good moves like Android Kicks. So yeah, he's okay at best. Final Form Frieza. This is a character I love playing, but he is actually just okay at best. His combos don't really do too much damage. His saving grace is kind of just Death Beam and Death Wave in the middle of everything. And he's also got easy stamina breaks, so I guess that helps. But I don't think Frieza is too amazing, so B tier. Full Power Frieza, though, I would probably say is an A tier character. Having Death Slicer alone makes him good, but you have to also remember he's got that annoying super sword that lets him survive death blows. He can take, when he goes to 0% health, for example, it leaves him with 1% health left and actually lets him be invincible for a bit. And it's very easy to make a comeback in Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 has to be one of the easiest games to make a comeback in. So I would say he's A tier because Death Slicer can like do really, really high damage infinite combos. It can even start combos really easy because it can catch people off guard. And Double Death Slicer is one of the best ultimates in the game in my opinion. It's just such an insane like lockdown. So yeah. Nail, he's okay at best. He's kind of just Piccolo, but I like his combos less. They also do less damage. He has one really cool like synergy thing with his Super Soul and his Do or Die skill, which lets him regen health and be a bit more tanky. But like that's it. He's just okay. Kale and Caulifla. I would, yeah, they deserve to be in B tier. Kale has actually fast animations, like really, really fast attack animations. By the way, her combos end really quickly. So that makes her seem like she does more damage than she actually does do. And she also has really good supers. Blaster Cannon and Blaster Bomb are amazing supers. But again, she's a female character in a Dragon Ball game, so her range is probably less. Her ultimate isn't really reliable over time, but I would say she's an okay at best character. That is very true. Caulifla also is an okay at best character. I think she is worse than Kale, even though she has Crush Cannon, which is a one-shot, and that move is just insane. But yeah, she's just okay at best too. Vados is a character who I would have said would have belonged in A tier. But they did a crazy nerf to Vados that like assassinated the hell out of her. So now she is just a B tier character. She's A tier because I believe her combos are really good. She's got those unvanishable combos, just like Fuse Demasi, right? And she also does do a lot of damage, and she can also use her supers to extend her combo damage, or to set up for in case if she makes a mistake in future. You can always use God of Destruction's Conductor to set off her other super attacks when they're just floating around the stage to hit someone while they're trying to hit you. So I would say that makes her A tier with all that combined, but they did assassinate her combos, and only her combos, by the way, in like DLC 16 or 17, so now she's just B tier. Okay at best. 17 and 18, they both do a lot of damage. 17 does a really high, he has a really high like heavy light heavy combo that does tons of damage and hard knocks down, and with Smart Charge that's also good, and he also has Freedom Kick, even though that's really easy as a perfect block, but 17 is just weak. He's kind of just a weak character even with high damage. 18 also kind of follows the same suit. She also does really high damage, but again, just weak. So B tier, okay at best. Zarbon is okay. He's one of those characters that has energy wave. I think every character has energy wave combo, but Zarbon, he's okay. He's one of those characters who can be really annoying because he can use Gorgeous Shot and a bunch of other moves too. But he's not, you know, insane. He is just a B tier character, okay at best. Gotenks I'd probably put in C tier because most of his combos don't even work online. If you're not playing the game online, then his combos would work, but his combos are also really slow and drag out and take forever to end, which means it also takes even longer to get to the damage. I would say Saving Grace is a super attack. He has stuff like Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack and Super Donut Volley. His ultimate's completely unusable, but I would put him in C tier. I wouldn't put him at B. I don't think he does enough to get that B tier. GT Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. They both suffer from the same thing, I think, where their range isn't really that high, and they both have really low stamina. But I would say GT Vegeta actually has better combos. His issue, just like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's though, might be just that his super attacks are super reliant on the enemy just not turning on his brain and letting you hit him and do that damage. He does have one really good counter. For counter impact is exceptionally good. Shield Barrier also is a very good carry move as well. But he is just okay at best, unfortunately, because he's a 6-bar stamina character. And I don't think his basic attack combos are that insane. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I think his combos are even worse. But he does have better supers. He can get access to stuff like Galactic Gun and God Fist. God Fist he can get when he gets a custom partner form. But yeah, I don't. He's not really great. He's really like bad and he's slow and he's like weak. So B tier, he's just okay. Omega Shenron is a character I would say is high A tier and maybe even S tier. That might be delusion speaking, but he might even be S tier when he's a custom partner because he's just so tanky. It's like hard to like get over. On top of the fact that he can have really annoying super attacks like Ki Blast Cannon on at the same time with all of his tankiness and all of his other gimmicks, which allows him to also use an unvanishable Dragon Thunder, and that move will just kill you. But normal Omega Shenron probably just B tier. His supers suck. His combos don't really do a lot of damage. He's just B. Tora's B tier because even though her combos work, she can't do any damage. I feel like anytime I fight a Tora, I literally don't take any damage. It doesn't help that her super attacks also like don't do anything. So yeah, she's just B. Pan, I don't really fight a lot of Pan. She has one really annoying combo, but even then, she's not too hard to beat. However, Pan is not like a pushover character that I just see and I kind of ignore. So I guess she gets to be B tier. When I play Pan though, I don't really like feel a lot going on with her. She just feels like a normal character, so yeah, B tier. Transforming DBS Gohan. He has one of the highest damages in the game, especially because he can actually do a really nasty combo of Burst Rush into Hawk Charge into fully charged Misenko. Keep in mind that his Hawk Charge also charges, so he can do like absolute demonic damage to you. On top of the fact that he could transform and also get a 30% damage buff if he gets all 3 perfect blocks from his Supercell active. And don't forget, 30% damage buff is the same damage buff as Beast form. So you don't even need to really pick Gohan Beast. You could just pick this guy. But yeah, he's B tier because he despite all of the things going on for him, I'm pretty sure he had really low stamina and he has a worse moveset than adult Gohan. So despite having one of the highest damages, he's not the best B tier. Kid Buu is one of those characters who's just okay until you add super attacks into his combos. He has an infinite combo of Vanishing Ball that does way too much damage, and his Pearl Flash is also really good. But his combos in general are kind of lackluster. They don't do a lot of damage. They spend more time being like flashy animations rather than being actually useful. So yeah, B tier. Frost. Now this one might be slightly controversial, but I think Frost should be A tier. He's just really good. On his second preset, I can see why you'd think he'd be B tier because he has stuff like Meteor Crash and like Phantom Fist and Full Power Energy Volley instead of Full Power Energy Wave. But his first preset has Backflip, Meteor Strike with Secret Poison, which is just nasty. His combos are really good, in my opinion. He attacks fast, he does high damage. A lot of his combos are even hard knockdowns too, which makes it even more brainless to play as him. I would say Frost is an A tier character. To me, he feels pretty good. He's got a lot of stamina too, and he also has a resisting Death Super Soul, like Full Power Freezer. So even if you get like taken down to your last like HP point, you still get like several seconds of invincibility to fight back and like clutch it, which is very easy to do for a character that also poisons you. So I would say Frost is A tier. Perfect Cell. Perfect Cell is okay at best. You know, he's just a milquetoast character. His animations have decent speed. His damage is decent. He has a decent range of super attack. He's just okay. DBS 17. I would say DBS 17 actually belongs in the I don't know netcode verse tier, because this character literally like cannot get played until the connection like works, and the connection never works. So if you play him online, you'll just think, oh, he's horrible. And if you play him offline, you might be like, oh, this guy's amazing. You know, he's pretty good. But yeah, he deserves that B. He deserves that B. I think even if it did work, he would still get a B rank despite his really high damage. So yeah, there's not a lot to say about that. He's B tier. And after him, Orange Piccolo. Also B tier, despite the fact that he can do really good combo damage and Demonic Destruction is a really annoying infinite to get put through. He attacks so damn slow, and 6 bars of stamina will screw over any character. So he's huge and he attacks super slow. You can imagine how much you just get tagged playing as him. It's quite a struggle being an Orange Piccolo player. So yeah, he's just okay at best, B tier. I don't play a lot of Pycon, but I don't remember too much of him either, so that's not helping his case. He gets to be B tier just because I don't even remember how the hell he plays. His supers are alright. From what I remember, Hyper Tornado is kind of god tier, especially if you're chasing someone who's just spamming Z-Vanish. But that's it. He's got Hyper Tornado going for him, and honestly, that might be the best thing in his bag, so yeah, B tier. Marjube. Marjube is a character who I'd say almost gets A tier because his combo damage is kind of high, and his super attack synergy is also really good. Flash Chase into Kamehameha, or Angry Hit into Super Dragon Fist into Super God Fist is a massively good combo for both presets of Marjube. But other than that, he's not really that crazy. He's pretty easy to react to, and it's really easy to see his damage combos coming, so you can always just evasive. So he's B tier. Fatboo's a character who I would say almost creeps his way into A tier because his attacks take up like way too much damn range. He has some of the most gross priority in the game while also having a lot of HP a lot of the time. And he can do a lot of really high damage because when he hard knocks down, he can use Kamehameha or Innocence Cannon, which is pretty hard to tank. So I would say he almost creeps his way into A tier, but he is a B tier character. Super Boo does even more damage. However, I do think his combos are worse than Fat Boo's. So he kind of gets into B tier. Again, almost the exact same thing as Fat Boo, right? It's literally almost the exact same thing, except his combos are worse and he does more damage. So yeah, he's just B tier. Jacko. Now everyone knows Jacko's secretly an S tier character, but for the sake of respecting Seereax, I will just agree with the fact that Jacko is B tier. Jacko has 1 good combo and 1 good super attack. I think he can also get Meteor Strike if he's a custom partner, so 2 good super attacks. But he mostly relies on that 1 combo, Meteor Strike and Elite Shooting, for most of his damage. So yeah, he's just okay at best, but you know, let's be honest, he's actually S tier. Rebrian is actually kind of decent because she's a tank, and she can also, if you know how to play Rebrian really good, you can actually use the combos that give the exact reinforcement skill you need, whether it's more damage, HP regen, or stamina and key recovery combos. She's pretty good. Yeah, Rebrian's okay though. She's okay because she's still like fat, so you can like hit her really easy. So yeah, she gets in B tier. Topo, God Destruction Topo, he does a lot of damage, a lot of damage, but he also takes a lot of damage. So even though I would say his combos are actually kind of nasty, right? His combos do a lot of damage and stuff like that, along with his super attacks and his ultimate attack too, which they nerfed, by the way. If they didn't nerf his ultimate attack, then he'd probably be A tier. But yeah, all of his weaknesses do drag him all the way down to B tier, even though he's one of the most vicious monsters when he gets his hands on you. Imperfect Cell is B tier. I usually don't struggle with Imperfect Cell at all, so I would almost put him down at C because I usually find him less threatening than a lot of the characters on the list here. But I guess he could be B if you fight a Perfect Cell or an Imperfect Cell who only goes for HP like Steel, right? When I play him, I only go for HP Steel, so maybe that's why I find so much successful with him, because you can just drain someone's life the entire game, just stabbing them with this tail. So he could be B tier for that alone. Also, his ultimate is nasty. Custom characters don't have that 7 years later. Come on, Bandai, what is that? Full Power Cell. Full Power Cell is a slightly better version of Perfect Cell, but if you think about it, Perfect Cell can have custom partner presets. So maybe that's not even true, because you can just put in a better preset for Perfect Cell. So Full Power Cell is just slightly better if you don't pick the better version of Perfect Cell. Okay, yeah, he's B tier. Champa can do a lot of damage with his super attacks and stuff like that, especially if you get his combos right. But I feel like most of the time Champa is just an obese Beerus. Like, he's just a fat, slow, trash Beerus most of the time. If you can God of Destruction's Raw on someone, that can be pretty useful, because I think at max it takes away 4 bars of stamina. But Champa's ultimate is completely useless, so the full-up you're going to be doing is probably just spamming Sledgehammer over and over and over again. So yeah, he's just B tier. Buhan, the final form of Super Boo. There's no Boo tanks in this game, so don't worry about it. I would say his damage is A tier by far. His damage is really damn high, and he can actually also have really good combos. He can outrange a lot of characters in the game, and some of his animations are actually really damn quick. So he can usually outbox a lot of people in the game. But his super attack list is kind of sad. He has Candy Beam, which basically does nothing but give the enemy extra stamina. And he has Kamehameha, which is good. Kamehameha has a lot of good synergy, and it's a really good super to put a lot at the end of his combos, which is even more better because combos are good. And super good Boo attack is a very good move. You can hold enemies down with it, you can set up to defend yourself. it's just a really nice move to have Super Ghost Blue attack. However, it only has one ultimate attack, which sucks. I don't know why there's a DLC character that has only one ultimate attack. Like, I'm not saying I paid for both the slots, but you couldn't just put like full power energy volley in the other slot. Like, you just hate me. You just say, oh, he only gets Super Kamehameha. Screw you. That's not very cool. I don't like that. That's kind of unfair. You know what? Just for that, just having one ultimate attack, he's B tier. He doesn't even get to crawl into A tier. He's just B tier. Okay, I spent a long time going through B ranks. I'm going to try and make it quicker for the later ranks. Otherwise, we might end up with an hour-long video. So in A rank, Hercule. I'd probably put Hercule in S tier just because he has way too many iframes. His damage is really high. He has a really broken evasive. Again, the evasive really only shines when he's a custom partner. So I guess maybe that's why he's getting A for now. But I would say Hercule's in S tier for sure when he's a custom partner. But I guess he is just really annoying when it's base Hercule. So I guess A is fair. Careful is not a character I'd put in A. I'd probably put her in B. I feel like she doesn't have a lot of range. Her stamina breaks are really hard to do. Her supers can be great, but they're not. Most of the time, they're too slow or the enemy falls out of them, so they don't take any damage. So I'd probably put Kefla in B. Tapion in A is very insane to me. I would probably put Tapion in, like, C, to be honest. I can't really see any scenario where he's A. Even when he's a custom partner, he'd probably still be in C or very low B, in my opinion. So I can't put Tapion in A. We have Cooler and Metal Cooler. Now, obviously, yeah, these are two A rank characters. I think their supers match. Their supers are very good for A rank. Their combos are very good for A rank. The strongest version of them is an S tier character for sure. So a slightly weaker version would only end up being A tier. So yeah, that's fair. DBS Future Trunks. He is objectively better than the other Future Trunks is. I would say he's probably even better than Custom Trunks a lot of the time too. But yeah, he's still just A tier. You know, he does a lot of damage. His supers are good. He has Sword of Hope, which is a really goddamn good ultimate attack. So yeah, A tier. Gamma 1 and 2. Gamma 1 and 2 are characters I'd put in S tier if it wasn't for the fact that S tier is reserved for literally the most broken of characters. Gamma 1 and 2, I would say it should be like almost the literal top of A tier because they are exceptionally good. Like Gamma 1 and 2 are like amazing. Super fast animations, very good super attacks. They're all really quick, will do massive amounts of damage. They're just very, very good. Like I would probably go as far as to say they don't actually have a weakness. They're just extremely good characters. Android 16 and A tier. This makes sense to me because he has some combos that are unvanishable that also do a crap ton of damage. But since I-Beam has been nerfed, I would say 16 probably goes down to B tier. GT Goku, A tier character. He's Goku, so there's no way he just isn't A tier because Goku is the main character. So GT Goku's A tier. He's really small, he's really fast, he's got good super attacks, he's got good combos. His back gets really annoying, he's A tier. Base Vegito. I don't know if I can agree with Base Vegito being an A tier. Even when he goes into Super Saiyan and gets his damage buff, I don't know if he would be an A tier character because comparing him to Gamma 1 and 2 is kind of wild to me. So I would say Vegito should be a B tier character. Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza, I would probably still say is also B tier as well. He is a better version of the other Friezas for sure, but I don't think he's better than full power Frieza. Especially because he has weird move decisions like Empress Edge, which is a strike move that does 0 damage and is just super slow. He gets kind of screwed over on that front. I mean, he does have Empress Death Beam. Empress Death Beam can end the fight really fast, even with limit bursts in the game. So that might be A tier potential stuff, having Empress Death Beam and Empress Blast, because Empress Blast is such a free move. But I'd probably still just put him in B tier. Piccolo. Yeah, Piccolo's an A tier character, 100% for sure. He's really good. His combos have a lot of good range. He has, you know, very good supers. He's Piccolo. Piccolo is one of those characters that I can't imagine being ever bad in a Dragon Ball game. His fighting style is too varied and unique, but it's not like bad enough that when they try to reference it in a video game that it ends up just being weak. Like Piccolo's like always good in like every game, so yeah, A tier. Future Gohan. Future Gohan, in my opinion, is kind of a bit slow when it comes to his combos, but he does have I think it's a completely invincible back hit. Not to mention his moveset has a lot of good moves or evasive moves in general, like backflip, Senko Ki Blast, super explosive wave where he starts with a backflip. His ultimates that also have evasive features. Like, yes, Future Gohan's good, so A tier. Vegeta. Now, I know this one sounds controversial as hell, and you guys might actually disagree with me, but I will actually agree with Seereax on this one. A tier is where Vegeta should be, and I know it's going to sound wild, but hear me out. Despite all of Vegeta's shortcomings, like his range and all of that stuff, when Vegeta gets his hands on you, the damage is just unreal. Vegeta will like actually just murder you if he gets his hands on you. He does super amounts of damage, and you might be thinking, okay, well, how come GT, Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta didn't make it up here? It's because they don't have the combo. They do not have the combos that base Vegeta has, or that Evolution Blue Vegeta has, because again, Evolution Blue Vegeta is a character I'd put in A tier as well. But they do not have regular Vegeta combos, and he can do stuff like a hard knockdown into Big Bang Attack, a hard knockdown into Galakugan, a knockback into Galakugan, a knockback into Final Flash, which is an ultimate attack, Focus Blast. He's got a bunch of good moves, man. He's easily an A tier character. And Prince of Destruction Vegeta, again, final, what is it? Atomic Blast? Atomic Blast is just golden. It's just such a strong move. So yeah, he also gets A tier for that. Fused Zamasu. This one kind of annoys me slightly because I actually use Fused Zamasu a lot. Maybe it's different for consoles because I've never seen a PlayStation Fused Zamasu. I'd put Fused Zamasu in like C tier, like easy C tier. Not even like mid C tier, probably like kind of low C tier. I think he's another 6-bar stamina character from what I recall. It doesn't also help that he gets kind of screwed over on his heavy attacks because his heavy attacks are massively inconsistent. Sometimes they don't break a guard. Sometimes they can be reflected. It's kind of bad. His light attacks are also really, really slow. His biggest benefit, I think, is how fast his stamina breaks are and how much damage his supers do. And his unvanishable combos. The unvanishable combos, I imagine, can get very annoying. But him hitting you to begin with kind of sounds pretty hard to do, especially if you just boost, you can ignore his heavy attack entirely, and his light attack is usually way too slow to be a threat. So I would put him in C tier. Beast Gohan in A tier. Now this one might sound ridiculous. I would actually put Beast Gohan in B tier, but let me explain why I do believe he is A tier. So even with the fact that they kind of screwed over Beast Gohan's Demon Flash Strike and made it so that people could just combo you straight after doing it, which is insane but expected of Bandai Namco. Beast Gohan I would put in B tier on the basis that he actually is a bit too slow for my liking, and his health also isn't that high either. The damage from his moves does exist, but the moves that mostly do the most damage are Demon Flurry, Demon Flash Strike, which again is kind of broken right now, and Special Cannon Beast. But the reason why I believe he gets A tier is because if he gets one Demon Flurry combination on you, he can probably just win off of that, because that will take a health bar from you. Every time he gets a perfect block, he gets a massive damage boost, and Special Cannon Beast catching you once in a fight probably just ends the fight. And it's a really easy move to land as well because it starts with the kick. So he's A tier. Yeah, I would say maybe, you know what, maybe, yeah, I think Seereax was right with this one. He's more consistently A tier, but I feel like his regular combos do drag him down a lot because the startup for his punches is kind of really slow. So yeah, that makes him kind of hard. I would say low A tier, but his supers do carry crazy, as well as his ultimate attack. Adult Gohan, also in A tier. Yeah, this makes complete sense. Adult Gohan's been a menace in the game since the game has come out. He 100% deserves that A tier. Super Saiyan God Goku. Super Saiyan God Goku is, again, he's Goku. It's a Goku, so obviously A tier. He also comes with Ki Blast Cannon, so I would, almost S tier just for Ki Blast Cannon. But yeah, he's Goku, so of course he's going to be amazing, A tier. Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Super Saiyan God Vegeta is probably a character I'd put like at extremely high B and maybe just crawling into A. Because he's Vegeta and he's not, I don't think he's, if I'm being honest, I don't think he's as good as the other Vegetas, but his main saving grace is the fact that his basic attack damage is otherworldly, and this is excluding being a custom. Again, keep in mind I'm not ranking these characters by customs, otherwise a lot of these characters would probably end up just like being like S tier or A tier, or like, again, Geneva goes from C to A in my opinion, if you make him a custom. So Raditz probably just goes to A tier. So yeah, but base Super Saiyan God Vegeta, no customs. He could be A tier because his damage is actually absurd, and some of his combos are actually even unvanishable too, so that adds to it. So yeah, A tier. Whis is an A tier. Now Whis in A tier is probably something I disagree with. I'd probably make him an S tier character. His combos are really good. They do a lot of damage. His supers like assist with his combos even harder. And he has one of the most annoying super souls in the game where if he gets one perfect block, he gets like a good amount of health back. So I would say we should be S tier. Yeah, his supers, like his beam supers and his ultimate is just completely like useless. But he doesn't really need them with how much damage he does with everything else. So I would actually put Whis in S tier. Dragon Ball Super Broly. This is a character I'd also put in S tier. I'm not sure why he put Broly in A tier. Maybe he isn't fully aware of the amount of cheese Broly has at his display. But Broly being able to get out of jail free card with Powered Shell as much as he wants is really vile. On top of the fact that Broly is one of the most annoying characters to fight if they just go full grab, especially if it's a laggy Broly. You basically just like lose the match right there. Broly spamming grabs alone makes him S tier, but his ability to also get out of jail for free with Powered Shell is extremely powerful. Get it, it's called Powered Shell. So yeah, I'd put Broly in S tier. Transforming Dragon Ball Super Gogeta. This is a character that also put in S tier. I'm not sure why he's in A tier. I feel like this guy sometimes is actually more annoying than Blue Gogeta. The reason why Blue Gogeta gets to S tier, in my opinion, for the most part, is just because custom partner. Again, yes, Blue Gogeta is very annoying, but if he had his regular moveset, he wouldn't be A tier. When this character did come out, not even that many people were using him until he got a custom partner. I'm not even kidding. This character came out of DBS Broly, and more people using Broly than Gogeta. And then he got Thank You Dragon Balls as a custom partner, and now all of a sudden there's Blue Gogetas everywhere. So I would say this guy should be S tier. Transforming DBS Gogeta, he should be S tier. He's a demon for sure. Blue Vegito. Blue Vegito is probably one of the most fair A tier characters I can think of. He just hits A tier just right. His combos are fast, his combos do a lot of damage, his supers are good, his ultimates are good. He's just a very good character. He's a good character. He's one of the only characters too who has actually like not too bad of a time hitting laggy people. So yeah, he's also A tier. Base Goku Black. Now, if it's just base Goku Black, he does not get A tier. I'd probably put him at C because his damage is too low. His damage is too low. He only has 6 bars of stamina. His health isn't even high. His Super Soul only activates when he's literally nearly dead. And even then, I think all it does is give him like an increase to charge ki blast damage or like normal attack damage or some crap like that. I would not put base Goku Black at A tier. If he's talking about custom Goku Black, then yeah, he's probably A tier, but not base Goku Black. So custom Goku Black A tier, but for me, base Goku Black would probably be C tier because he does too little damage and has like no way to survive. Super Baby Vegeta 2, also in A tier. This is probably one I agree with. I would say most of the time Baby would probably end up as a B tier character for me, but when things are working just right, when Reverse Shot actually, you know, is paying attention and actually coming back and coming in clutch, when Variant Drives hit just right, you know, he becomes an A tier character. Reverse Shot especially is a really annoying move because the second this guy gets to low health, you can expect the rest of the match to just be Reverse Shot. And when he becomes a custom partner, I'd probably just say S tier. Because he gets handy cannon and that move is just way too annoying to deal with. Baby's shooting reverse shots and handy cannons at the same time is like actual like nightmare fuel. Plus his back hit makes him really safe a lot of the time when you vanish, especially if he charges it. So Baby's S tier as a custom in my opinion, but A tier is fair for him. Power Awakens Piccolo. Now you guys know how much I love Power Awakens Piccolo. Power Awakens Piccolo is my absolute GOAT. He's such a good character, man. He's fast, he does high damage, he has good stamina. He's just so good. I love him. I think his only bad thing maybe is his Super Soul. Even I wouldn't call it bad. It's just like I'd rather not get 50% health. And his Meteor Crash. I think that's it. Those are the only two things I don't like about him. But Power Awakened Piccolo is like my ideal character. I would say he's just how to design a good character, right? He's fast, he does a lot of damage, his moves look cool, his moves are unique. He's cool. A tier character. I love Power Awakened Piccolo. I would make as many videos on Power Awakened Piccolo as I could if it didn't get boring for the algorithm. Full Power Jiren. Yeah, he's also an A tier character. I would say sometimes this character hits S tier, but I am an addict for Full Power Jiren. I play Jiren a lot in general, so maybe that's why I might be thinking, oh, Jiren's actually S tier. But I would say A tier is fine for Jiren. Full Power Jiren's really good. I think he's got one of the highest keys in the game, or maybe the highest base key in the game. He's got tons of stamina. His supers are really good. His ultimate Power Wall is amazing, and he can also use Power Rush without meditation, which is even easier to do because his Super Soul recharges ki for him if his enemy has more ki than him. And if his enemy doesn't have more ki than him, then he just gets a big attack boost. So, he's just such a good character, man. So yeah, he hits A tier, but for me, sometimes in my heart, he's S tier. Oh, let me say that Full Power Jiren, when he gets the Festival preset and one of his moves gets replaced with Infinity Rush, I would say that's S tier. That's objectively S tier when he gets Infinity Rush. That move is broken as hell. Goku Black. Yeah, Rose Goku Black to be more specific. He's A tier. His damage is shockingly low outside of his ultimate attack, I guess. I would say even his supers don't really do that much damage. Divine Retribution, I can usually take Rose and not feel like I've lost too much of my health. Most of the time, I'm usually like, yeah, let me just take it. Sure, why not? So I would say, yeah, he's A tier. His only weakness is his really low damage, but he's a speed demon. This guy's attack animations come out really quick, and his combos are usually just very reliable. He's just he's one of those trusty characters. You can always bet on Rose Goku Black. So yeah, A tier. Blue Vegeta. He is just a better version of base Vegeta and Prince of Destruction Vegeta. To be more specific, his Goku Black Arc preset, not the revival of F1. That one does have one of the highest ki blast damages in the game, but he also has moves like Counter Burst, which you can't use. I mean, you can use it. It just sucks. So, yeah, but he's still A tier because he still has the great combos, and he still has Big Bang Attack and Focus Flash and Gallic Gun and all of those great moves. Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. Now, Ultra Instinct Sign Goku is a tough one because I would sometimes say he's just better than Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku or regular Ultra Instinct, whatever you want to call it, right? I would just sometimes say he's outright better than him, but at the same time, I can see why he wouldn't be because he lacks the absolute disgusting, like, damage, right? Like, he can still do really good damage, right? His damage could still be monstrous even before his Super Soul activates. But when his Super Soul activates, I feel like he's just outright better than, like, Whitehead UI Goku. Because his dodge takes up even less stamina, and he gets absurd stamina recovery. He gets Super Saiyan Blue level stamina recovery when his Super Soul activates. So he ends up getting a lot of stamina back really quickly, while also using up way less stamina to dodge attacks. And and with the buff they did to dodge too, where you can come out of dodges swinging faster, it's so much. Yeah, he's just really good. I would say most of the time, though, he is A tier because, again, 6 bars of stamina and probably actually one of the worst evasives in the game. So that makes him very screwed if he gets put in like a bad situation where he has to block a Ki Blast Super while he's being knocked back. And only 6 bars of stamina too. That makes it even harder to use his dodges. But yeah, he's A tier. And we are on the last tier, which is S tier. And S tier has some controversial picks, but I'll explain my version of it and explain why Seereax probably thought some of these characters belong here. But yeah, let's start with S tier, Base Zamasu. I am not sure where Base Zamasu ever ends up being a better character than DBS Broly or transforming Gogeta. But if you guys can figure that out, let me know. I've never once used Base Zamasu and said, damn, he's just better than Gamma 1 and 2. I want to say he's there for damage because I really don't know what Base Zamasu is good for. His damage is his main selling point by far, I think. He has one of the best infinite combos in the game for sure. He does an absolute ocean of damage and he can connect his ultimate very easily from it. But Base Zamasu, maybe in team battles, he's an S tier character, right? Because this guy will just not die. He keeps coming back. He's like William Afton in a team battle. But I can't understand how he got into S tier. I would probably say he's an A tier character. Even though he's pretty slow, his damage is monstrous. And he's also not hard to use either. It's not like he has bad combos. It's just that he has some iffy parts of his gameplay, like being a little slow sometimes. But no, I'd say he's good. He's good, but S tier is a bit of a stretch for me. Tierlist and S tier I can completely buy though. Tierlist can get a pretty big moveset, like kind of easily. With custom partner, and even without custom partner, he's just kind of like an annoying. He's a similarly annoying version of Goku. I think he's got better combos than Goku. And some of his supers are just really damn annoying to fight too, like Southern Storm. Getting hit by a knockback and then the person using Southern Storm at the perfect point in the knockback so you recover into the Southern Storm and you're just forced to block it and lose even more stamina and take chip damage too. That can be really damn annoying. Tierlist is good. It doesn't help that when the game's lagging too, he has so many like places in his combos where he can dash cancel. So if you're in a lag environment, Tierlist is just king. Z Broly is, yeah, he's annoying. I'm not sure Z Broly got up here, but S Broly didn't. I usually feel like S Broly is more annoying than Z Broly most of the time. But Z Broly, to be fair, has one of the most annoying heavy combos in the game. It does a massive amount of damage, and sometimes it's even unvanishable. He can follow that up into Gigantic Omega and then Blaster Shell, which increases damage way, way, way high. But I don't know if he's better in S Broly, because his grab isn't like super spammy combo infinitable like S Broly's is, right? He doesn't have Gigantic Rage. He doesn't have Gigantic Slam, but they nerfed that pretty hard, and sometimes that move glitches, so someone can just punch you immediately after you do it, kind of like Demon Flash Strike. So I don't disagree with him being S tier though. He's a mutant, but if he's S tier, then DBS Broly should be S tier 100%. Ultra Instant Goku. This is an S tier character, despite all of his flaws. You know, low health, low stamina, kind of a trash ultimate with godly display. He's an S tier character objectively. His damage is like unfathomable. Like you cannot tank his damage. He has so many combos where you can't even punish him either when he doesn't even need to key cancel. If he just does the combo, sometimes he recovers so quick you can't even punish. So he's just S tier. I mean, he's Ultra Instant Goku. If they messed him up, that would have been scary. So yeah, even with all of his flaws like low health and low stamina and all that stuff, he's also a 6-bar stamina character, but he makes up for it by having a 2-bar evasive. He's not cringe like some of the others with 6 bars. So yeah, he's S tier. And with that, I actually hit an hour long for the recording. I don't know how long the video will end up being, but I've been recording audio for like an hour, so that's kind of wild. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, I'd probably put him in A tier. This character used to be a menace when back hits were like a thing, but because back hits are no longer a thing, he's no longer a menace either. Even with custom presets of this guy, I usually don't like fear him whatsoever. I guess him having Timestamp Kamehameha in customs does make him pretty strong, but like that's it. There's not many scenarios where I fight a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and I go, oh no. If I fight any other Gogeta in the game, I usually go, oh great, it's one of these. But when it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I usually don't feel threatened, and usually after I fight the person, I am proven to still not be threatened. So I would probably put him in A tier, but I can see him being S tier if you get really unlucky and for some reason back hits continue to work again. So yeah. Super Gogeta. Super Gogeta is one I'd probably put in S tier because he's got Ki Blast Cannon, and you guys really know what I think about Ki Blast Cannon. It's just good. And unlike Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he doesn't need to have a custom. His supers are actually already really good and usable right now. Obviously his combos are great. He has the really strong heavy, light, heavy, where he vanishes all over the place, and you can't really punish that one. Even if you vanish it, he just recovers too quick for you to punish. Ki Blast Cannon works really well with his 5 lights into heavies. You know, the combo he hits you with the triple kick backflip. So, yeah, he's a monster. That's easy S tier. DBS Gogeta in Super Saiyan Blue. Yeah, he's also an S tier character. Even before he got his customs, he just has a really... He's got one of the best dashes in the game. His dashes just have way more iframes than anything else in the game. His damage is absolutely monstrous, especially on his heavy, light, heavy. And even with his bad supers, he's just such a demon, man. He's really, really damn good. His Super Kamehameha also having the ability to amp him, and when he's a custom, having Thank You Dragon Balls as well, makes that completely free. You get a buff, and then you also get all the benefits of Thank You Dragon Balls, which is just so annoying. So yeah, he's easy S tier. Got the Destruction Beerus. I wouldn't call him an S tier character. Again, Ki Blast Cannon. I know I've been saying, guys, Ki Blast Cannon. But Ki Blast Cannon, I don't think it helps this guy too much. I think he's probably only S tier on the basis of custom partner, which is very valid, because when he's a custom partner, he can get some of the highest health in the game, and some of the highest stamina, and some of the highest damage, but also still having Ki Blast Cannon. So yeah. I'm not going to disagree with that. I would say Beerus is S tier, so yeah, that's true. Bardock and Masked Saiyan. Yeah, they're both S tier. Masked Saiyan doesn't even need to have the good supers that Bardock has access to, or even the good super souls Bardock has access to. Masked Saiyan just has Bardock's moveset, and that alone is S tier. Bardock's moveset could be put on any character in the game, even if they have the worst superset in the game, and they'll just do good, because Bardock's moveset is just actually disgusting. So, yeah, they're both S tier. Fu, he's an easy S tier character. When people were only spamming his heavy combo, that was annoying, and now that people are only spamming the one combo that's completely unvanishable with him too, that's also annoying. So, Fu is S tier because his combos are legit just actually way too broken, like outright. He has some of the best supers in the game too, of having access to stuff like Sneaky Strike. I do believe he has access to moves like Stone Spit too, and he's also one of the only characters that can actually deal Giant Namekians with Remote Serious Bomb. Giant Namekians are, I think, the strongest thing in the game, but if you have Remote Serious Bomb, then you can obviously turn the transformation off and not have to fight the strongest thing in the game. So, yeah, Fu's S tier for all of those things. Final form Cooler. This character's pretty easily S tier. I'm pretty sure his hitbox is broken. Like, his hitbox is the same size as when he was in his previous form, but his hitbox is even bigger, so he can attack you from much further away, while you have to get much deeper into his character model just for your damage to reach. It doesn't help that he actually didn't lose any of his speed from the transformation, which is actually absurd, because I'm pretty sure Frieza gets slower when he goes from first form to final form, but Cooler just gets the exact same moveset with the exact same speed, like as if he was a normal-sized character, which is really dumb, as you can imagine. So he ends up just being way too good because of that. He's also got a really good set of supers, and as a custom partner, he's like mad annoying. So yeah, that's a very easy S tier. Jiren in S tier. Now, I wasn't actually expecting Jiren in S tier, but I'm gonna give myself credit for this one, because I feel like I'm the one who made everyone believe Jiren's one of the best characters in the game, because Jiren does have a really easy cancel to do. It's literally just press the light attack twice while you're in the middle of a dash. The only issue is that can get perfect blocks really easy and red really easy, but I'm sure Jiren's S tier here for the express and exclusive reason that if you use Jiren as a custom partner over the Turbo Super Soul and some sort of damage build, he's actually just like almost unbeatable. He does so much damage that if he chips you slightly, he can probably just like win the fight due to a timeout if he just chips you a tiny bit, because he'll drop your health so quick it's unreal. Custom Jiren is just, yeah, custom Jiren is easily S tier. I would say normal Jiren's probably like a high A tier character, because he still has the really good like basic attack damage and stuff like that, and his moveset is still good, even if he has like kind of weak supers like Meteor Crash, Power Impact, Meditation, like what is that? But custom Jiren's, he's just disgusting. Extremely disgusting. Easy S tier. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He's a monster. He has access to Thank You Dragon Balls. He has access to basically, I think, every Goku move. I think most of the Goku customs have access to every Goku move. I mean, even if he wasn't a custom, he's still just really good. He'd go into those annoying combos where he can stun you in the middle of it, then Ki Blast cancel to combo you even more. It's just dumb. He's just really good. You know, he's fast. He does a lot of damage. His supers are good. And when he's a custom partner, he's even more menacing. As a custom partner, in fact, his Timestamp Kamehameha can deal a full health bar on its own with no other attack preceding it. So he doesn't even have to combo you. If he vanishes at the right time and he hits you with a Timestamp Kamehameha, that will just take a whole health bar on its own. So yeah, Super Saiyan 4 is an easy S tier, along with Base Goku. Base Goku is also an easy S tier. His combos are good. He's literally just a better version of Base Goku Black, so of course he's S tier. His combos are good. He has Super God Fist. He has Kamehameha. He's just, you know, he's just extremely good. I don't think I need to say why Goku is good. He's a Goku. He's the main character of the game. He's a Goku. So Goku is S tier because he's Goku. Are you the strongest because you're Son Goku, or are you Son Goku because you're the strongest? Super Saiyan Blue Goku, of course, without any surprise, it's a stronger version of the guy who I just said was really good. So you can easily imagine why he would be OP. Super Saiyan Blue Goku has been dominating and terrorizing the game since it came out. He's just one of those characters that's a demon. If you go into a match and you see that in a loading screen, you can pretty much guarantee you're not going to have a good time. He's got the exact same combos as Goku, but the fact that he has access to moves like God Fist and the best counter in the game, Super Shot God Flash, also having Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, I think Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken actually puts him at a tier higher than the character that comes after him, but that's only if he can actually activate it in the middle of a fight. So, yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's one of those god characters, easy S tier. Hit, oh boy, Hit. Where do I start with Hit? Hit's easily the best character in the game. It's not even up for it's not up for discussion. I think he's just the best character in the game. His key counters always face your direction. His basic attack combos are really quick and do a massive amount of damage. Most of his combos stun you easily, so you can also have an easy time doing stamina breaks. He also has a crap ton of infinites, while having all of his supers do massive amounts of damage, do infinite combos to you, or just stun you and set you up for other things. Some of his moves don't even need to connect directly because of the way lag works, and the fact that some of his moves actually operate on grab hitboxes rather than physical attack hitboxes, making it even harder to pressure hit or stay away from hit whenever you want to. He's one of the faster characters in the game too, and because he's so damn tall, he has a lot of reach. His grab being one of the most annoying grabs in the games, because if his grab hits you, he can combo you straight after the grab, which of course, as you'd expect, would be really annoying because his grab doesn't even do low damage, and his grab already has a ton of range. Another thing that makes Hit really annoying is his ultimate attack, because his ultimate attack can literally freeze his time, so he can use it at the exact last second of a stamina break and get massive amounts of damage out of it. It's really strong. He can also combo you after his ultimate attack, because why not? He can also use a Limit Burst to increase the strength of his ultimate attack, and he can actually also even use Pure Progress in the middle of a fight. He doesn't even need like that much setup to get off too. Like, if he gets one long knockback when he has enough ki, I think that's actually enough time to get Pure Progress with no difficulty. And if I recall, Pure Progress was the best transformation in the game. I think it has the highest, like, multipliers. So, yeah, was that enough? There's probably still some other things I'm forgetting, but Hit's just an easy S tier. There's no reason why anyone would think Hit is an S tier. If you say he's not S tier, then you actually are just smoking weed. Like, even if you were like, I wouldn't say Blue Goku's S tier, he's A tier. I would say, hey, you're probably smoking weed, but maybe in a very specific instance. But no, Hit's unquestionably S tier. And, that's it. That is the end of the tier list. God damn. Oh my goodness. I've actually been talking for more than an hour now. But again, who knows how long the actual video ends up being. But there is those are my thoughts on Seereax's tier list. Now, there's a lot of character positions I don't agree with, but I actually do end up agreeing with like most of them. Most of them make sense to me. And obviously, again, I was taking custom partners out of the equation for a lot of these, because then the tier list would be a bit more incorrect. But I think I still agree with most of these objectively. I do find some choices to be really weird. Like, again, if someone can explain Fuzumatsu A tier for me and DBS Broly A tier but not S tier, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of people find them to be more annoying than Z Broly. And obviously, again, please let me know. Base Zamasu being an S tier as well also massively caught me off guard. I feel like Kenjaku seeing Base Zamasu in S tier. But yeah, for the most part, the man Reacts, he knew what he was doing. I agree with most of the tier list. And I want to know what you guys think about certain character positions, because obviously, again, of these tier list videos, it's not just my opinion. It's what everyone else thinks too, because I might be tripping with some of my character choices. Maybe I just don't know a lot of characters too well, and I graded them wrongly. I would like to know, because again, even though I am a Xenoverse content creator, and I pretty much make content on the game daily, there's still a lot of things with the game that catch me off guard. So if you guys have any better ideas or any positions you think characters could be in, then please, obviously, let me know in the comment section down below. And I think that will be it for this video, lads. If you enjoyed the video, then obviously again, please leave a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe to greatly support the channel. And leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next. Again, hope you enjoyed. Love you all. And I will see you all next time, fellas. Okay? Okay. Take care and peace.